Hey guys, this is Hell Hades, free to play, and we are talking about an event that is dropping tomorrow. So I'm also going to do a bit of an update on the free to play account after that, but let's get into the details that's just been dropped in content creator chats. I'll give you my views on it. It's an interesting one actually. So there's going to be a frenzy drop rate event on crit damage gear. So this is a bit of a funny one for me. It's literally like the middle ground of gear sets for Fire Knights for me. So, you know, if I'm looking for a real damage build, I'm trying to get Savage gear. Yeah, that's the one that I want. Savage gear is the one that's going to really boost my account for damage. And then out of Fire Knight, I probably after that want immunity gear, shield gear. And then I think kind of stun gear, crit damage gear, and regen gear are probably all in the same bracket, but they do completely different jobs. Okay, so crit damage gear is a two-piece set, and it's kind of like a filler set. So on my main account, if I'm looking to really build out someone to do proper, decent amount of damage, it's normally like I want the main set to be Savage, and then the secondary set would either be crit damage or potentially cruel gear, or more than likely, it would actually be speed gear or divine speed gear. And that's the problem with crit damage, is it fills the two-piece gap. But honestly, often you need something more than just more damage. Normally, if you're filling that two-piece gap, you either need to push more speed or you need to push more accuracy or a combination of the two. So it becomes kind of like that middle ground gear set that is good, but it's not like insane. So on my free to play account, for example, am I going to commit all of my resources into Fire Knights from tomorrow? Probably not. Probably not. I'm busy leveling up Venomage. He's my recent 6-star, and my recent energy is going into her masteries, and it will continue to do so even when this event drops. There will be a tournament or an event that drops at the same time. But when this has happened in the past, it's not been like some crazy good, you have to go after this because it's so good type of event drop. So on my free-to-play, I don't feel like, unless that tournament is insanely strong, I won't be diverting any resources into it. On my main account, honestly, Savage is king. Cruel is kind of the next best, and crit damage gear kind of comes down pretty far back from there, and I don't use it on that many champions other than filler gear. It sounds like it should be this great set, like do more damage, crit damage 20% more. When you actually start to work the numbers through of what that means, it's actually not that much better than having 15% more attack, if better at all, to be honest. Or certainly not better than having 15% more attack plus ignoring defense on cruel gear. Yeah, this is way better than crit damage gear. And we've kind of learnt that more and more over time, that, you know, the crit damage gear is okay, but it's definitely not the gear set we all thought it was or we think it should be. So bear that in mind before you commit tons of resources, but it is a good set. So, you know, if you're farming Fire Knight anyway and you get yourself some good pieces, you're going to be looking for crit damage pieces that have roles in, you know, speed, crit rates, attack percent, defense percent, anything which is going to be like a damage boost in stats to make it a worthwhile piece. So, look, that's the event for tomorrow. If you want to farm it up, that's up to you guys. I don't think it's crazy, but it's definitely not a bad set to be going after. So let's talk about my free-to-play account. Let's talk about where it's gone, what's going on with it. Before I do that, I just want to thank Soundstripe for being a sponsor of my channel. So literally, like, any time as a creator that I need to use music in the background, if I'm streaming, if I'm putting music onto videos, I have to have royalty-free music. Soundstripe sponsor my channel. You guys can actually download and use Soundstripe with a 15% off voucher using the pinned link below. But it's actually just such a crazy amount of royalty-free music at my disposal right now. I can literally go into any of the different genres, pick up what I want, and the music will be playing. So really solid. Really solid business, really solid sponsor for me. And as I say, if you want to get involved, you can do on the link below. Okay, so let's get on to the free-to-play then. So, Venom Age, 6-starred. Building up a masteries. I've been farming the masteries through Minotaur over the weekend. So far, I've not had to dip into any gems. I've literally just been using energy refills that you get for playing the game. All I'm doing is playing the game, and that's how we're doing well. And I've also had a bit of a push over the weekend on some faction wars. I actually wanted to get this shard for the 2x Ancients. Only got another rare from it, but I'm up to, what, 255 stars now from faction wars, because I had a little push. Kind of now I'm pushing on like 18, 16, 18, almost across the board, minimum 16 stars from each faction now, which is pretty cool. One of the things I've had trouble with is beating the Doom Tower level, we're on normal still, level 70. So one of the other things which I've done is one of my new pools, Grunch Killjoy. I leveled him up to 40, and I've just geared him out to try and keep him alive, really. HP, percent gloves, chest, and then I've tried to make him quite quick across the board. So he's got 195 speed, just through using like level 8 stuff. I did put some speed boots on him, and really I've just looked for HP stats to keep him alive in the fight. So I want him to come in and do my initial cleanse and put heals on my team. That's his only job, really, is to just do that when we get to Agreth as the fight. In fact, we'll just go for it right now. This is my first test trying to beat her. Might be a fail again, we'll see. But with my original squad, I kept getting close, but I wasn't quite getting there. So who do I keep in? Definitely Ninja, he does a ton of work. Definitely Geo. Kale. Kale is my person that clears the spiderlings out. So he's got to be in. And then I think I just do this. So Deacon in for the drop defense. I was using Armager. I tried with Armager. That kind of was okay to keep some turn meter down, but wasn't enough. I think just having that cleanse in there might just be the difference for us. Let's see. So we're going to drop defense. I guess bring the AoE here. I wonder if it does much as a level 40. A couple of K each, not really much. AoE again. Just going to beat our way through the waves. Get rid of the freeze. We don't really need. Frozen everywhere, so we don't need to waste any more abilities at this point. Everyone's frozen up, so we can get all of our abilities back with our A1s. That's the benefit of a freeze. You just kind of keep the rest of your skills ready to go. Onto this group. We're going to boost turn meter and then drop defense again. And again, I want my abilities back here for the main part of the boss fight. So we're just going to go into A1. Hopefully we get some work done. Who's a threat? Crypt King. By AoE here, they're not all going to be dead. I do need it back though. Okay, that's pretty good. A1 here. He's going to be reviving if he wants to. We're going to take a tiny bit of damage, but not a lot. He's dead. Don't really want to kill them both, so I'm going to A2. Okay. We're going to be on to the boss with most of our abilities pretty much back. Let's see how we get on. Nasty boss, this one. So we take a ton of damage at the start. Going to drop turn meter, and then I'm actually going to A1 here because I don't want to rile up all of these little fellas. Get that cleanse out. This is what I've been missing. Replace it with a ton of heals. Look at that. We're going to steal his turn meter and start to get our reactions back. I'm actually going to A1 here. I don't want to use the burns on these spiderlings. I'm waiting until Kale drops his newt before I worry about those spiderlings. I am going to take a bunch of damage here. This is not ideal. This is what I could do with Kale's hit back earlier, to be honest. But he does, I guess every time he takes a hit, he does regen his health by hitting the main spider. But the big spider's healing at this point, which is actually a bit annoying. Just A1 again. I need to get into the cycle to the point where we're dropping the spiderlings with Kale. It's a lot of damage gone out there. Kale at last, right. The nuke. The poison. Are we actually back into the fight here? Do we take a hit every time we do a turn meter drop? Maybe we do. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. A1 here. We're going to go with the burns. This is, look at the damage that he kicks out. It's really nice damage there. Just A1 for a poison hit. I'd love to get back to his A3, to be honest, but I don't think we will. Go with his A3, get another cooldown from my burn ability. Don't all die, fellas. Don't all die. I think we've lost Deacon for sure. Grunch for sure. KO's going to clean out these little fellas. Drop more poison. It's down to these two. Oh, it's a big hit. It's a big hit. Don't know if he can do it by himself. Don't think he can do it by himself, can he? I need to get back to that burn really badly. Here comes all those poisons again. Oh, this is actually close. It's got to be the AoE. Oh, it's not an AoE, of course. What do I do here? If I go for the burns, I think I just kill myself. So I've got to A1. Oh man, this is actually close. Got to A1 it. Oh, it's a big hit. We've got some healing back. Come on. Come on, let me go again. No. Oh, wow, this is actually so close. Warmaster, please. Warmaster procs. Oh. I honestly played that incredibly badly. I didn't deserve to win it, but we won it. I'll take it. I'll take it, and we move on. Another Void Shard, and we can move up. The great thing about winning that fight is I can actually just go back to smacking my way through the waves and get a ton more rewards on the way. Look at this. All of these rewards now, easy pickings. So that's cool. That's cool. Well, level 70 is done. I will take that. And once I've got my Venom Mage leveled out, Clan Boss Nightmare Clan Boss is going to be a bit of a joke to me. So that's going to be a big kind of step forward for the accounts. We've got Clan versus Clan coming in tomorrow, which is always great rewards for a free-to-play account. I know they've changed it up. I actually think they've changed it up in a kind of pretty decent way, actually, for a free-to-player. Not for an endgame. It's on complete whale mode, but for a free-to-play account, I actually don't mind the changes that much, unless they're going to completely ruin the rewards of it. So there we go, guys. Let me know what you think about the event that's popping in tomorrow. And yeah, we'll be back for an update real soon.